You're going to have to say that I am a proletarian. I am the people. I'm not the pig.
Hello, friends and comrades. I'm here making this little video for you guys to announce the official rebranding of the Entitled Millennials channel. Now, I want to start off by saying, first off, number one, the show that you love, the show that you engage with every week, the show that you've been watching for the better part of 5 or 6 years now, probably a lot of you, will not fundamentally be changing. It's going to be, still doing political analysis, still doing current events analysis, still providing historical, contexts for ongoing events in the world. We're going to be continuing to do all that, of course, through an anti-capitalist, anti-imperialist lens like we always have. That is not going to change. What is going to be changing is we are going to be rebranding. The show has changed a lot over the years. The name, the Entitled Millennials, came about back when my roommate and best friend and I decided to do a political commentary / comedy podcast, right? Many of you probably remember those old episodes of us sitting at the kitchen table with the split screen or going back and forth. And those were good times and awesome times. And, with the humor that we had and the fact that, we were 24, 25, 26, the name Entitled Millennials made a lot of sense. And I still love that name. It's still always going to have a soft spot in my heart. But the channel has changed. Obviously, number one, it's mostly just me now. And while I, of course, still slither in with a little bit of humor here and there, crack some jokes and make some terrible impressions and little sly jokes and all that. Overall, the channel has gotten a lot more serious with a lot more serious journalism and independent analysis, right? So we are moving forward with the name The Underground to better reflect the, fact that we're doing more serious journalism, but still kind of keeping to our roots of being, sort of counterculture, sort of being underground, like we are not big corporate media by any means. This is my bedroom / studio. And, I chose the name The Underground after a lot of talking with fans, talking with my friends and family, talking with comrades. And I chose it because it strikes something inside of me. When I hear The Underground, I think of a long history of resistance fighters, dissidents, people casted to the wayside, marginalized groups, creating their own subcultures. When I think of the underground, I think of the Black Panthers. When I think of the underground, I think of the Viet Cong. When I think of the underground, I think of the French resistance to Nazi occupation. When I think of the underground, I think of Palestinian liberation organizations resisting Israeli occupation. When I think of the underground, I think of every resistance group from the Mau Mau to the ANC in apartheid South Africa, across the African continent. When I think of the underground, I think of Che Guevara and, Castro and the Cuban revolutionaries. And when I think of the underground, I think of counterculture groups here in the U.S., like the punk movement, the LGBT movement, all these things that have been underground because they've been forced to be underground. And, this channel is forced to be underground because not only are we not corporate media and backed up by corporate media, it's just me doing this with the support of you guys who share, like, comment, and provide financial support. We're underground of the underground because we aren't even in the circuit of, more leftist media, the sort of ecosystem of that. And there's a lot of reasons for that, namely that my time constraints prevent me from collaborating as I'd like to. And, I'm just not in the know. I'm an underground individual. I grew up poor. My first memories were in a one-room house, not even a house, a one-room space where the toilet was next to the stove. That's some of my first memories. And yes, I went to college and got my degrees by sheer force of will. I don't know how 20-something-year-old Dylan did all that. I mean, I used to have my kid. I worked full-time at a factory, 60 hours a week. I was trying to build a union. I was going to school pretty much close to full-time, riding my bike everywhere because I didn't have a car. But beyond getting my degrees, I'm an autodidact. Everything I teach here, everything I explain here, everything I create here, I learned myself from engaging, obviously, with other independent media, from reading books. I've read piles and piles of theory, from Frantz Fanon to Mao to Lenin to Stalin to Che Guevara to Huey Newton, all of it. You know, I'm an autodidact. I'm from the underground, like these individuals. Now, I'm not some grand revolutionary with epic revolutionary agenda. I'm just Dylan Daniels, an autodidact from the lower class, from the working class, an organic intellectual who plays his small role, providing analysis in current events and maybe a few laughs along the way. So that is why we are moving forward with the name The Underground. I hope that you guys will support me in this movement and let me know what you think of the name. The main things that we'll be changing is we will be changing the name of the channel. We will be changing the name of all relevant social medias. And that will be an ongoing process. Over the next few weeks, we'll be doing those changes. You'll see the name of the Facebook channel changed, the YouTube channel changed, all that stuff. That'll be the first thing you'll see. You'll see some differences in the way that I begin and end the show, probably. And then over time, over a longer period of time, you're going to see a different logo, you've already begun to see different aesthetics that I'm experimenting with the intro, outro. I don't know what will stick and what won't, what I will change and what I won't change. But these are what you're going to be seeing. And my hope is that, this whole process will just better fit what I'm trying to do. It feels like a better fit to me than the Entitled Millennials. So, going into this new year, 2025, we've been doing independent media for 6 years. And we're still very small, still very underground, But I'm hoping to see it grow, and I hope that this rebrand will assist in that. Yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to enter a new era. We are laying the Entitled Millennials to rest and moving into something new, and I feel hopeful about it. This process I've been talking about for the better part of a year, but I've had health problems and job changes and things that have prevented me from doing it. I'm still dealing with some of those issues, but I'm more able-bodied and able to at least start the wheel turning on this. So again, guys, I hope you'll support me in all this. For the time being, just like, comment, subscribe, keep doing everything you're doing. Excuse me, coffee's not sitting right today. But you can support me in the meantime. I need financial resources. It's a hard time for me, like everyone else. I work full time and got to pay my bills like everyone else, and I'm spread pretty thin. So if you want to support my independent media work, you can do so at Patreon, patreon.com/tabloids. You can support me there for $1 a month. I hope that you will. It'll help us grow. It'll help kind of create an ecosystem there. It's $1 a month. You won't miss it. But other than that, I really want to ask for those one-time donations through PayPal. I know some of you have been sending $20, $10 here and there. Seriously appreciate it, guys. I mean, that money has bailed me out a lot of times. But I'd really like to drive up some money because I do need a new camera. I do need a new microphone. I'd love to spend a few $100s paying a professional graphic designer to do decals for in the show, like animated stuff, to create a streamlined, clean, professional-looking logo, things like that. So if you can support me financially through PayPal donations at paypal.me/entitledmillennials, I greatly appreciate it. For the time being, those links will remain the same. Those will probably be some of the last things that I do change. So, Anyway, guys, that's really all I have for you. Just want to make a quick video explaining what's going on and letting you know that the Entitled Millennials didn't just disappear if you type in the link or you're looking for it. It's just going to be now known as the Underground. I appreciate these last 6 years. I mean, some of you guys have been here since day one, commenting on every video for 6 years. I mean, some of you guys that are older, guys and gals that watch the show. I mean, you guys have been like mentors and parental figures for me. I mean, you guys have watched me grow up on camera, like become a man on camera. Like maybe I'll put a little picture in here of me from some of our first episodes. But it's been really special to share this with you guys, and I'm ready to enter the next chapter. So with all that being said, guys, thank you for your support. I hope to see you keep supporting and keep hanging out with me and keep talking issues with me. And the last thing I'll leave you with is welcome to the Underground. Bye for now.
I wanna start a revolution.